here are 47 ways that you are playing Deepwoken wrong. And whether or not you've never seen the light of day or just bought the game yesterday, don't worry. I got some stuff in here for you. The angels in Trial of 1 are notorious for being extremely annoying, but if you wait for the dialogue box to disappear and then count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippis, and then just start swinging, they'll just open wide and take it. You're ready to do your depth trial, but the game decided that you should play in Singapore instead of Illinois. So to switch servers, you should log right here, which will keep your cute self inside of the elevator room instead of teleporting you outside of the gate. Fortitude is low-key like uncool, poo-poo cock to train, unless you have a friend or an alt to keep gripping you over and over again. Now I normally do this so I'm like 5% HP or so, and it gives me 15 points of fortitude. Oh, and by the way, if you wipe because of this, you're not gonna get restored because this is a bug. Like, this is bug abusing. Make sure you always enable the hollow and deep champion modifier if you're gonna run Val Thorns, since they both don't do nothing if you have Val enabled. This white ringed ferryman will only glow a neon white if ferryman is spawnable in your server. Otherwise, it'll look dull, so you'll know if he's bugged or not. You can actually place the campfire pits on this middle part of the summoning circle, and it lets you light 2 campfires at once, so your Umbral Flint lasts twice as long. Ferryman is a huge fan of social distancing, so as long as you're 6 feet away from him and pelting him with mid to long range attacks, he'll take longer to teleport away. You guys have been resetting wrong this entire time. Okay, do not hit this button. Instead, I want you to unfull screen, get kinda high in the air, and then hold right click on this white bar for 10 seconds. This is faster than the bum ass 30-second reset, and it has no cooldown. Pulling out your glider towards the end of your aerial attack will plummet you into the ground and negate all fall damage. Now the timing is a little weird, but once you get it down, it's pretty useful. Let's say you need to enter Castle Light, but you just drowned, and every time you try to enter you get hit with an almighty push. Well, if you do a running attack on someone's back who's entering Castle Light, you'll transcend the laws of physics and arrive at your destination. Be sure to set your spawn at Hive in the Eastern Luminant, in Vigil, or Etris in the Etrian, so you can use these teleporters right here. You'll be able to go back and forth from the 2 Luminants, and you'll never have to go through a waterlock again. The big crab grab is actually blockable, despite it making the guard break sound effect, so you don't have to time any roll, just hold F. Not clicking this subscribe button down below will ensure that conquest is delayed until I get a girlfriend. And y'all know that shrimp is not happening, so make sure to sub. Starting knowledge and starting aces are the only echo upgrades you need to prioritize, as they both make progressing Shrine of Order builds 11 times easier. And speaking of knowledge, this ghost in layer 2 gives you 2 knowledge if you tell her to shrimp off. Well, she actually gives you like the knowledge too if you do requests, but like low-key, I don't know if anybody wants to do that. Like, I think you gotta kill a ethiron and shrimp for a quest. Like, no one's doing all that, bro. You can wipe faster by wall climbing to forcibly take damage when you jump into the void, instead of going to layer 2 or waiting for a jellyfish to kill you. Okay, listen, I know the fastest way to wipe is by using the wipe button that they recently added, but here's the thing, I wrote this before they added that wipe button, okay? So cut me some slack. If you aren't already, please make sure you're using the Deepwoken builder to plan your builds. And if you don't know how to use this thing, or you're new, don't worry, I'll make an in-depth guide soon. While progressing builds, you should also tick off talents as you get them and write down bad talents from roll 2s so you can reroll them later. This saves you so much time of staring blankly at the Shrine of Chance, figuring out what talents you need and don't need. Voidwalker and Deepbound are the only origins you should ever go, since Voidwalker gets a teleportation belt from Timu, and Deepbound lets you clear Insanity and use a Banker and an Aquarian at Castle Light. Okay, wait, hold on. Actually, don't go these origins if you recently copped up 400 Robux to play. You can slide cast mantras by either casting first and then sliding, or vice versa, to close gaps you normally wouldn't be able to. And in some cases there are special interactions with certain mantras like Flame Leap, because slide casting this mantra lets you proc Meteor Impact without flinging yourself in the air. Oh, and of course slide casting is 10 times more effective with a Conga's clutch ring. Weapon crits can also be slide casted, and just like mantras, there are a few weapon crits with special interactions. Like on the Warden Ceremonial Sword, slide casting negates a dash on the crit. Belt checking does not need to be dangerous or scary. Just walk your pretty ass over to our favorite light mother. By the way, happy super late Mother's Day to all the mothers watching my video. I know there's a lot of you out there, so shout out to y'all for real. Anyways, let the light mother send you down, and let some carbuncles or bounders feast on you for a little snack, and boom, you get a bell, or hopefully. Now this is super safe because dying with light hook doesn't wipe you despite being in the depths. It just sends you back up to layer 1. Always carry campfires on you, because these can't drop upon death, and you never know when a shrimp needs to fry your rice. Oh, and for the sake of your wallet, just cop some wood at Etris for a sweet discount. Sponsored by yours truly, Mr. DEVI. Steadfast, Pack Mule, and Survivalist are the only viable boons for 99% of Deepwoken builds because they all provide a benefit after you finish your build. Okay, well, Gourmet and Slide do too, but like, be for real, bro, like those two suck. Like, they're like poo-poo. As for your flaw, I highly advise you go simple. Now, before you start crying, but DEVI, progression sucks. Just listen, okay? I consistently hit Power 20 as Deepbound or Voidwalker in around 2 to 3 hours, but I do run Val Thorns on every build, so like I guess maybe 4 to 6 hours for you, but still, like, that's not that much time. If you're like a bum, like just a bum sitting at home playing video games all day, it's not that much time. And even then, simple doesn't do nothing. Like, it don't do nothing once you hit Power 20, so it's not even that bad. 3 dark feathers combined with 1 umbral obsidian makes a void feather, so don't worry, if you're not locked in enough to fight corrupted owls, you can always craft it instead for your vision shaper row. Logging should only be done using this door, otherwise you'll end up like this, since logging with Alt F4 or the X button actually leaves your character in game for a little longer. And logging right before you hit the ground, with the door by the way, make sure you're using the door. I'm gonna come through your door. Anyways, this prevents you from taking any fall damage if you do it properly. You can give Chaser some premium back shots if you do his dialogue, swing, roll cancel, and then swing, or you can replace the swings with like a few mantras. I think only some work, like maybe Astral Wind, Ice Cube, like the super fast one. The in-game map actually tells you where you are even while in Kamui, so navigating Kamui is a million times easier. And it gives you another reason to go Kamui if, I don't know, you don't like Minato or something. Circling the Megalodon counterclockwise makes him miss his kick, so you can get extra hits in and you don't have to roll. For some reason, Threshers can't hit you if you space yourself just a little bit back, like just a little. Okay, well, their burrow can still hit you, but like, you know, everything else can't. I think it's a pretty good cheese. Strong Left has an extended hitbox behind you, so I don't know. Do with that information what you will. Wind Passage lets you no clip through walls if you cast and wall climb. This saves me so much time, especially when I need to go through Fear Fire, the Ethiron Maze Library, or the giant elevator gate thingy in the depths. The dash mantra can be used against walls to gain vertical distance. If you need to progress your Blind Seer fast, you can log right after helping somebody with their depth shroud to stay in the depths, and it even puts you outside the gate. This spreadsheet isn't perfect, but if you don't know what to modify your mantras with, then I'd say start here. I'll leave a link down below. I'll call it like mantra modifier or something. Hitting jump immediately, and I mean the nanosecond after you roll, will let you clip through thin walls like this place in the Void Heart, any residence door, or this gate in layer 2. Server hopping these 2 caves at Songseeker is the best way to get the ores needed for unlocking Iron Sing, since these miners drop the ores and there's a lot of miners here. Always keep less than 1,000 notes on you just in case I join your server and mug you for 17 bands and a green Megalodon coat. Now, but deadass, keep your notes in your bank, cause you never know when one of them bag taking types roll up on you. I know you are broke bums cause I just mugged 17 bands and a green Megalodon coat off of y'all cause you didn't listen, and now you can't afford this elevator, so don't worry. That's why I'll teach you how to barrel jump. So basically, just grab a barrel, wall climb up this thing, and then drop the barrel, and then jump again. It like resets your like something, I don't know how it works really. You can just jump. Thank me later. Just like with your notes, I recommend you despawn your boat because I will steal it and set sail straight towards a whirlpool. Sorry to this dude whose boat I stole and sailed it into a whirlpool. I had to do it for the video. My bad. Logging while on trial of 1 will put you outside of the trial entrance on Minitirsa, so if you're poo-poo buns and can't beat a certain trial, you can just log. The orbs in the last trial of 1 are fully blockable since they don't do posture damage. Low-key though, I still think pairing is better, but maybe this will help you complete it. Most people know that Astral Wind, Wind Passage, and Lightning Assault negate fall damage, but did you know that Static Flash Clone, Illusory Servants, Toss It Dropkick, Beast Burrow, and Kurita Dive Bomb also negate fall damage. Now you might have noticed that with some moves you can hit F1s and parry multiple times. Well, those are called auto parry frames, and you can actually attack while in them like this. If you're crippled, disabled, or play Deepwoken, scaling walls might be a little difficult unless you use the beloved chime dwelling to give yourself a little extra boost. And of course, it's tradition at this point that Kirby visits my videos. So if you can screenshot the Kirby in my video and add me in my server with it, I'll give you a storm sign, if you're the first person.